They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you a...
What is going on? You're listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Ole, and it is Commanders Friday. But joining me is Bowie TV's Commanders beat reporter Candy Waller. What's going on, Candy?
Hey, Ole.
How you been? You've been. Hey, first of all, let me say this: Candy's been doing it. Let's put that out there first and foremost. But go ahead. How are you doing, Candy?
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. And I'm doing all right. I'm keeping up with camp. I didn't start not knowing what day it was until like yesterday. So that was good. That's good. It took me a full week to be like, well, what day is it? So yeah.
How are you dealing with the weather? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's it's a mess. The good thing about it, even though it's been a mess because it's so hot, the team, because of the heat, has been changing practices to like 8 a.m. So morning, at least for right now. It could go to the regular season schedule soon, but while it's at 8, it's not as bad. But some days, like yesterday, it was vicious out there. I'm like, yo, it is early in the morning. What is this? This gets really bad. It's the humidity.
Yeah, you know, this area.
It's the humidity. It gets wild.
So, like, even like with that, like, did the rainstorm hit y'all up there?
It be in the morning. We be gone.
Okay.
Like,
y'all gone by then. Okay.
Sure, by 11. I'll be out of there by like 11:30 for sure. I'll be out.
Okay.
You know, now if it started at 9, it might probably be like closer to noon when I'm out of there. But when it starts at 8, I mean, that's a very early start, but you out there early, you got the rest of your day, so it works out for me anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking about y'all. I was like, yeah, it's about that rainstorm, and some of y'all gonna be out there. But you're right, you're out by that time.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if they change it to the afternoon, I'm like, it be storming in the afternoon around here.
Yeah, nowadays we just raining nonstop
all the time. And I'm like, it's kind of like Florida, but nah, because it be like thunderstorm.
Yes. It's crazy. Actually, that's a good point. Like, it's kind of similar to, like, to your point. It's similar to Florida, but we're getting thunderstorms. Like, that's what we're getting now. But yeah, before we got a topic about what everybody's talking about. But before we talk about this topic, we got to knock out some logistics. Also, check out our website, which is theurbansportscene.com. You can subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search The Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene and Bowie TV YouTube channels. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support the show. So the super chats will be prioritized on this podcast. But since it's a mutual pod, we'll still have everything for everybody. So if I like the comment, it'll be out there. So don't worry about it. Don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene, and also like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. Also join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Just search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right. The homie Will T used to say this back in the day, so I'm going to keep the tradition going. Let's get into our tradition, the pregame. Here's what we have on tap. We're going to talk about wide receiver Terry McLaurin requesting a trade. That's wild. It happened. I've been kind of, I've been in my feelings. Folks who are listening to Auburn and go everything heard me and knew that I was feeling a certain way about it. Everybody knows that I am pro Terry. So I felt a particular way about it, but I took my fandom out of it at the same time and tried to use common sense with the whole thing too at the same time. So, but anyway, I'm going to just get into it. So, Candy, you and many of your colleagues reported that Scary Terry requested a trade. Based on your conversations with the team, personnel, players, how is Terry's trade request being received internally?
So I've been staying away from once the request was real.
Yeah.
What I can say in terms of how he has been since he's reported, right, is he's engaged, he's in meetings, he's with his teammates, he's Terry. in the building. He's Terry. I have not really engaged with anybody to see what any initial or immediate reactions are, because I'm sure, it's everybody's got to take a deep breath to a degree.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But overall, since he's been there, he's been like himself in the building.
How when he returned, how was like that reaction? I saw like clips of like Jayden hyping the crowd, like Terry's here, and folks like, how is that like having him back in the building? Like, how is that like?
It was fine. Everybody, they're happy he's there. They want him there. They want Terry there. It's not anybody that's like, no one has said they don't want Terry McLaurin or they want to move on from Terry McLaurin or he's not valued or anything like that. They absolutely want him there. Everybody, they want him there, and it's obvious. It's not like friction or it's nothing like that at all. So
it's like business, right? It basically is business being, and it's negotiation. Like that's the name of the game when it comes to like holdouts and whatnot. All right, so have you like personally, like just your observation, because you can see a lot just from a distance, like. Is there any beef between McLaurin and the organization? When you're looking at it, like you see tension? I don't like use. Let's use tension. The word tension.
Well, I mean, he said basically there is, right. I mean, he shared with fans that his beef is not with them.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you say my beef is not with you, then evidently there's beef.
Facts.
Right. Now it may not be with your teammates either, because I know he's engaged with his teammates, right, and he's going to be and doing all the things and all that. So. There is beef, right? So it's like, okay, you could use your clues or go down the list of, maybe it's with Adam Peters directly, maybe it's just with the front office or whatever the case may be. But it's not to say that there's no beef, and that's and in my observation, when he does come outside, not when he's engaged with fans. I mean, he seems very business-like, like he's in a different frame of mind. It's not necessarily with when he comes outside before he engages with fans and when he's talking to his agent, it's not like how he is with fans or like how he is with his teammates.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So then, all right, because you've covered this is good. This is good information. Since you've covered him for a while now, is there any difference in terms of his body language compared to now?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Not with fans, not with teammates.
Got you. Yeah. Because I've seen him like when he's there, he's a different dude. Yeah. So okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. So let's go in terms of camp talk. Like since he's not been around, so he's not been active, right? Who has stepped up in his place? Like when you watch him, you say, okay, there are guys out there stepping up. Wow, and with the reps that he would be getting, but there's other guys stepping up.
I mean, it's hard to tell because there's a lot of receivers on the training camp roster, and so everybody is like around, right? And you got to think like they're ramping Noah Brown up, so he's not necessarily taking all the reps that he would take right now, right? Because they're kind of ramping him up. But Debo is out there, Jalen is out there, Luke McCaffrey is out there, Ja'Cory Brooks, Chris Moore, KJ Osborne, I'm sure Luke McCaffrey, it's, Michael Gallup, everybody, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to give off a vibe like someone's taking Terry's reps. I know.
I don't want
it to get misconstrued, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
But they got to take reps.
They got to, just getting extra reps. They're just getting extra reps.
So getting extra reps, and so is it an opportunity for other people to step up? Yes, sure. But that's not necessarily meaning that they're the next Terry McLaurin. It's not.
Oh no, that's definitely not saying that.
You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah.
But so they share the ball around, and everybody gets a fair share amount of opportunities for sure, because it's just a lot of people at the position on the roster right now.
That's dope. So who do you feel like is taking? What I mean, like who's taking advantage of it in a way they're looking good, like they're looking good out there at wide receiver? Other than Debo, I've seen
yeah,
like
Debo. That's not fair.
That's not a
He's
fair
not
one.
fair.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even use Jalen right now because that's not fair either. Because he's a draft pick.
yeah.
You know.
But how does he look though? How does he look?
Good. He looks good.
I know. I heard he looks real good.
He
Yeah.
looks
Okay.
good. You know, Chris Moore and Ja'Cory Brooks have both had opportunities, right? I think Ja'Cory has now edged out Chris a bit, but don't count it on KJ Osborne.
Okay.
You know, remember they brought KJ Osborne. He was waived from the Patriots last year, and they brought him on late last season, and he's still around. So, I would not count. You know that's another thing to just remember and use it because he was on the roster. He was waived. They brought him in, and he's been engaged and involved, and you could tell that he is used to the system and you know taking advantage of opportunities for sure.
Kevin said, I'm intrigued by Brooks' potential. How does he look out there?
Yeah, he definitely looks good. He has definitely had some, you know, some good camp moments for sure. Jalen and Debo probably more so than right.
Wow, Jalen looking like that that's good. That's dope.
No, he looks great. He's very I mean, you see exactly why they drafted him. So, yep, and yeah, Ja'Cory has potential for sure.
Question for Hakeem Walker. He says, what message does it send to upcoming free agents with Terry being met with resistance from the front office? Do you want to share this, or I can speak on it?
I mean, I think that it's a tough situation. This is a tough situation, right? Because you have someone who is shooting their shot, and hey, aim for the moon, aim for the stars. You know, whatever. I'm never going to tell somebody not to shoot their shot.
Yeah.
You have a front office who is trying to be responsible. So, and then there's the objectivity of, well, what does the market say based on all the different factors, right? What does the market say based on your production and your age and when the contract would come into effect? Terry McLaurin is still under contract with the Washington Commanders under his current contract. The new money would come in when he is 30 going on 31. So it becomes what's the objectivity and what are the variables and the data points of a 31-year-old? And the age may not matter all that much, but being objective.
Yeah.
When the money comes in or when the new money starts, you know, essentially 31 and production and want you to retire here, what does that look like from an annual perspective, and then of that, what is guaranteed? So depending on any free agents, let's also be clear about something. People are wanting to be here because of two things: Dan Quinn and Jaden Daniels.
Facts.
Please do not get this misconstrued.
Yeah,
the opportunity to win a championship or just be in a culture that they know Dan Quinn. You know what I mean? That is such a tough situation.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are people who will be like, oh, you can give me such as I'm just gonna come because this better over here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's tough.
It's tough because it's tough because this is now a destination.
Yeah, I get it. Like it's tough. It's tough every which way. Like to your point, it's all valid. But they want to, especially for Jaden. People are going to come for Jaden. They want to come in for Jaden. Especially, and especially if you're a wide receiver, I can only imagine like you definitely want to come in for Jaden. But there is a thing where, you know, because everybody's going to look at you a certain way if you treat your own a certain way, right? Because that used to be the thing back in the day with this organization in the past. Like they never, when Snyder, and I'm not comparing these individuals. I'm not comparing this organization to Snyder, but I'm just giving you an example of like the thing was people always got mad where like, oh yeah, you're more, you value outside free agents more than your own. Right? That used to be the narrative, right?
Mhm.
So that does have a thing with players, because players are always going to look at themselves in their situation. If I go here and I establish myself, this organization may not be loyal to me, to whatever. I may do everything right, I may produce or whatever. So that does play a role. I don't know, to your point, I don't know how much of a difference that's going to play to certain players, because as long as you get paid, right? But that is a thing that I do think you got to walk that fine line of how you treat your own, because people are going to look at it, because the same way, like from last year, other people want to come to Washington as a destination because, like you said, Jay and Dan Quinn, but also how you treat like the vets. Like, I know they're looking at, like, you treat Bobby Wagner a certain way. Like, dang, I like that. You treat this player a certain way. I like that. So it is difficult. It is really difficult because people will look at it because Terry is so respected and so people will look at it a certain way. Like, okay, I don't know. Like, do I want to go there now or whatever? But to your point, Jaden probably could override that anyway. So
absolutely, that's what I'm saying. This is not. I think what we're all having a difficult time grasping is that this is a place where people want to be, and anybody will take your spot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Anybody will take your spot. It's nobody. This isn't a place where, like, dang, they doing Terry like that. Shoot, I don't want to go there. Oh, no.
Well, when you got to continue to win, though, that too, though, like, it still has to be.
It ain't that.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. So it's not. It is not, because people have been calling for anybody's spot before they won anything.
Sure.
You know, people were calling to try to get spots before they even knew. With all they knew, Marcus Mariota was going to be the quarterback. Okay, let's keep it a buck. So it's a very different mindset, and then it becomes from an objective standpoint, are you going to pay Terry McLaurin Jamar Chase money? Are you going to pay him Justin Jefferson money? Are you going to pay him CeeDee Lamb money? Are you going to pay him DK Metcalf money? Or are you just going to say, well, let me just pay him $30 million? Or are you going to keep it below $30 million? Those are very different conversations. And until it is known publicly what the annual number is and what the guaranteed number is, you really can't make an effective argument
on either side. I agree. I said that yesterday. I said the exact same thing yesterday. I totally agree. That's why I like when people say so and so was greedy or so and so, or they lowball them. Like, you can't say it because you don't know. You're just saying what you think you're hearing, like, or who reports what. Like, at the end of the day, some of those people are putting numbers out there that aren't factual, to be honest with you. I agree with that. I totally agree with that sentiment. Cam said, what's up, fan? I'm not panicking about Commanders trading Scary Terry. I'll give them 2.5 weeks until they get a deal done. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully. I mean, but personally, this is how I look at it, Cam. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is as much of an opinion I'm gonna give on it because I did a lot last night. I agree with you. I think that it's business. This happens all the time. I think people kind of race into it because it's Terry McLaurin. It's happening here. But you saw that with Myles Garrett. He said, I want it out. But that was more of a play. You saw it with T. Higgins. He wanted out. He got his money. That's just what happens. Like, that's the last step when you're not happy with negotiations. The last step is to say, hey, agent, I want to request a trade. That's usually the last step in all negotiations.
Yeah. I have a different take. I'll be honest.
Go for it.
I would do that too in Cleveland.
Oh, in Cleveland? Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
I would do that too in Cincinnati.
I see. I wouldn't, because you got. I wouldn't do it in Cincinnati.
You ain't doing nothing. You didn't go nowhere.
We went to the Super Bowl not too long ago. You went to the Super Bowl not too long ago.
Yeah, but who cares?
I would say this: you're playing with Joe Burrow. I'm gonna be just saying.
You playing with Joe Burrow is dope.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying.
You didn't make the playoffs last year with Joe.
That's last year. Year before that.
Exactly.
Know what I'm saying? But that was last year before.
And you're not gonna pay Trey Hendrickson. Well, I guess you might now.
Yeah, you might.
It's the mentality. We're still all wired as a losing franchise.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know what you're saying, but the year before with T. Higgins, T. Higgins was different though. But T. Higgins because the year before they were playoff team. They were a playoff team. They were a good team when he was doing all that.
But
I don't know.
And I also will say,
oh, hold on. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry, I apologize.
Hey,
sorry.
Ma.
Mama Waller, how you doing? I apologize. Sorry. Here we go. How you doing? Go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I also will say, because I saw the whole thing, I just have a different take on it. It's like, okay, Debo did the same thing, and guess what? Now Debo's a Washington Commander. All right, that's not a good, because now I'm thinking in terms of what brings about longevity. Because yes, Brandon Ayuk did the same thing, and then he got hurt, and guess what? If he could come here, he would.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, we'll see what T. Higgins does. Right? I'm sure he's going to stay. There's a lot of money.
Yeah, he's going to stay.
You know. Hey, of course, Myles Garrett is going to stay there. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so, if the deal, somebody has to concede. I've said this on show. A deal can get done and somebody still be unhappy.
Oh, I agree.
And that's for me. As I'm watching and being out here, thinking about the culture, thinking about where it was last year, thinking about where it was today, where it is today, thinking about what I'm witnessing right now in training camp.
Yeah,
because then it becomes if it's me, I'm coming outside during training camp because that joint be lit. I'm out here with my teammates. Now, yes, I'm gonna be in the building with my teammates, all those things, but I'm engaged in a different way. But that's me though.
Yeah.
Right. And it becomes you got to know the number.
Yeah, you got to know. I agree.
You know what I mean? Because even when I was like, you're going to pay him like Jamar Chase, you was like, no. What is the number?
Oh, my number is always.
You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know what I mean? What is this? And then it becomes how would you really, you're going to get paid. That's the thing. Like, you're going to get paid.
You don't get, you talking about Terry's going to get paid?
Yes. So it's like, well, what is it about this number that you don't like? Because, I mean, everybody can use their clues and figure out what the number is, y'all. Because there has been enough information out that's not off base.
I have an idea what the number is.
You know
if
what
it's
I mean?
The number, I
have an idea. There's been a number of where the Commanders are that has been stated now. There has been a number of what Terry wants stated now publicly.
Yeah, I agree.
So if they're far apart, there's been enough. There's definitely been enough that you can just use your clues and be like, all right, bet. So you can take that number and already know they're far apart. Those two numbers are far apart. If that number is what Terry's was, if that's the number that the Commanders are offering, that number is far apart. What's going to help them make it in the middle? And is it even possible to meet in the middle? Even if they make a deal, I'm going to say this again, even if they make a deal, somebody could walk away from this unhappy. Number one. And number two, even if you make a deal, that don't mean they're going to stay. It doesn't cure happiness. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes it's like the love languages. Is it really the money or is it the culture? You want your money based on whatever the case may be. And I think you should get that.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's wired. It's wired because you could get your money. I mean, Myles Garrett, he rich. He a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, that's different. His situation is much different. I agree with that. His situation is different because he's in
the context pieces are important.
Yeah. No, for Myles Garrett, I agree. It's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah,
for Myles Garrett, it's different.
But you
I agree with Myles Garrett.
And so you really have to. You got to start with: do you want to be a commander?
Yeah.
Do you want him to be a commander?
Yeah.
All right. What is it here that you need so that this can happen? I will also go ahead and say this very publicly. It didn't have to come to this.
I agree with that. I said that too. I said that, like I felt like
this is
go ahead.
This has it. this hasn't. This don't have to be like this.
Nah, and Mike said a shout out to you. Said the hardest work.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, shout out to Mike Patton. He covers the Titans.
Yeah, I know he's awesome. He's
yes,
awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
yes, indeed. He covers the Titans on site. So much shout out to him.
Yeah, Mike.
And awesome. I'm seeing all these comments, and I'm like, no, this is different. It's different.
Yeah, I have like
Ron Rivera would have been paid him. Let's be clear.
He would have been paid him, but I don't.
Different group of people.
But I don't think. I feel like, this is the last thing. I feel like, personally, I feel like, and I look at it in an athlete's point of view. I don't look at organization point of view. So I'm always looking at that. I'm always looking at athlete point of view. Period. Like when you do everything right, I mean this, like you produce. I'm on a production. I'm a production based person. That's all I care about. Production based. When you produce, when I coach basketball, when anything, like if you can produce when it's not ideal, that says a lot about your character and how you are as a player. Like some of those other players, like when I look at wide receivers and when I look at wide receivers, I don't put Terry and Chase because those are different animals. Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson, those are different animals. Those dudes who produce whoever they have a period in the pocket. Like they don't even matter. They can still produce. They still make catches. There are other situations, if you want to put in offensive coordinators, quarterback, and whatever, that can't produce what Terry had to deal with. Like with Kyle Allen as your starting quarterback, a lot of these dudes wouldn't put up good numbers. With Taylor Heineke, a lot of these dudes ain't putting up numbers like that, for real. Because all these dudes have elite quarterback play or have adequate quarterback play. So it's hard. But I understand on the organization side that you use that against Terry because the other dudes are putting up numbers because that's a business. That's what you got to do. You got to, when you're negotiating, you got to find flaws. That's your job. Like, to be real with you, that's the nasty work of business, like sports. The organization is they love you, but they're going to try to draw out the flaws, like, and in any way they can find it. It may not be your doing. It's just going to be what you with the cards you were dealt with, and they're going to, like, you know what, compared to so and so and their stats and their play, we're better than you. You know what I mean? So I get that. Like, so I understand where Terry's coming from personally. Mentally, I understand where he's coming from. I'm like, all right, there are certain dudes don't put up numbers that I do, and I put up numbers matching some dudes that get paid more than me, and I already matched and had better. And you finally gave me a dude. You finally gave me a dude that's comparable or even better than some of them dudes now. And you saw what I can do now. Like, you saw what I can really do now. You know what I mean? So I get his thought process. But to your point, that's the thing about negotiating. Like, you still got to come in the middle. Like,
you got to come in the middle. You got to come in the middle. Like, I'm not, because the reality is, if you're not going to pay him DK Metcalf and higher, then what can you live with? What can you live? There you go. Somebody has to compromise here.
I agree with that. I agree.
This isn't just give him whatever you want. Just do, because we're a business.
Yeah.
We are a business, and what we do for one, we got to do for everybody.
Yeah.
And although we have the historical context, yes, and you've heard Adam Peters say that, like, yeah, this is what we heard about this guy. This is what, and after spending a year with him, we know we want him to be a part of this organization. They're not talking Heineke and them. They're not talking all of that.
Yeah, I know exactly. They're not.
They're talking about right here, right now.
No, I agree.
Okay, so it's like, if you would like to pay him $40 million, if you would like to pay him 35, or 32, somebody's got to be like, look, understanding that the new money comes into play when he is 30 going on 31.
Yeah, I agree with it.
This is what I said, and that was the comment that I put on my post. That's what I said. This feels like the old culture, because what you don't realize is players are a part of the culture.
Yeah.
This hands on top of facts on top of facts. It did not have to go public, and it did not have to be this serious.
And I would say this too, Candy. Like, this could have been taken this could have been taken care of earlier.
It could be. But
that's how I look at it.
And it becomes okay, who's going to be the level-headed person in the room, or who's just going to understand how people do business?
Yeah.
If you already know this is how Adam Peters is operating, this is how nobody's slighting you. Don't be impatient. Just you still got a year on your current contract.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing about because I do this for all NFL 1-year deals. Now, so not just Terry.
You know,
I don't like this is the thing because I hate the NFL contracts. I hate them. This is why I say this because like in basketball, everything's guaranteed. Like to your 1 year, your last year guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like everything's guaranteed. But in the NFL, they can cut you after like if you want.
Because you all the time.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I don't ever get
and
mad.
They can still trade you.
Yeah,
like,
they trade you. So I don't
doesn't.
ever. Yeah, so I never get mad at a player when they want to use like, you know what? I want an extension or I'm a holdout. Like I get that. Like that doesn't bother me because as soon as year 2 and you're a quote unquote cap hit and you're like you may slight your play slightly may take off, they can cut you. So that contract to me is like, all right, I understand how players move with that.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I get it. So, but I know you're right. That's why they have the leverage, right? To your point, they have the leverage because you still got 1 year left on your deal.
You still got 1 year left on your deal.
Yeah. So
and then it becomes the different variables. It becomes the this and the that. It's like you still got 1 year left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it becomes if you understand, you got to understand how this staff works, how these people are operating. And that's one of the things that it's like, don't do this out loud. Don't do this out loud. Don't just keep this. We don't have to do this out loud.
Coach
it doesn't stop. And let's also be clear because team's been calling for Terry.
Oh yeah. They've
been calling. They said no. But if you now put in a request for a trade, I'm not real sure if you should play with these people like this. We'll find out soon if you should or you should not. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
But once you put in a request for a trade and everybody says, well, this is how they doing business out here. Well, I don't know. Are they? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Because
Coach said, do you think Terry will miss week 1? I'll let you answer that. I have my own answer.
I would hope not. I mean, it needs to.
That's money. I don't think he's going. I don't think he's missing game checks. That's me though.
I wouldn't have missed $50,000. I wouldn't have done it.
But that's not. See, I'm gonna be. See, this is where I'm gonna be against Terry on. Like, I'm agreeing with you.
Wait.
His agent,
not with these people. Again, context is important.
Oh, he shouldn't have done it regardless. His agent gave him that.
Yeah. I can see why you didn't come.
No, well, I'm gonna be real with you.
For these people right here, you better do. It's like class. I'm showing up.
No, I'm gonna be real with you though. Even it don't matter. He should have been coming to camp. Know why? He should have been doing the same thing he's doing now early. That's what he should have done. Should have checked it. You don't lose money. Your agent messed you up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you should have came in. You should have came in and said, my toe hurt, my ankle hurt, and at least you ain't losing that money.
And I want to, the person who was talking about John Kahn reported today, John Kahn and I sit right by each other in the press room.
What he said?
We all hearing the same thing. They absolutely said he will not be traded. That has been the message.
Oh, this
person heard it. We've heard that before. That was before the request came out.
Santiago's like, yeah, it may be grand.
If you wish. And I'd hope they stay to it. Like, all right, okay, he mad. All right. We know this is how this goes. We're gonna keep this. That is a continued message that he will not be traded.
Yeah.
But we've heard people do this before. We know. Okay, they're not going to do it. Okay, well, if you're not going to do it, then what's the number?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's a whole bunch of people going back and forth. Somebody go and tell, just put it publicly. You can figure it out, y'all. Seriously. I can tell you where to go to figure it out. The number in front of everybody's face. And so it's like, and then the clue of they're far apart. Well, I
already have my.
And Stephen A. Smith said that the Commanders are around 27. And Adam Schefter said that it's DK Metcalf considerably more, and the two sides are far apart. Well, when we're talking contracts, those numbers are far apart.
Yeah. That's a guarantee. I know the number.
So it becomes So it's
I'm sure Jay's seen it.
I mean, I think here's where I always say you gotta it's when somebody says trade me.
Yeah. I mean,
you can keep playing this is how they do business.
I feel like this is the thing. I feel like I guess I've seen it so many times with even great organizations where like this happens. Like I don't ever get in a certain way where like this is the last step. You know what I mean? Like I think Mike, I'm gonna be real.
It was a Hail Mary I wouldn't have thrown.
Yeah, I mean, it happened to me. It's normal practice. I feel like that's for me. I guess I'm desensitized to it because it's normal practice to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just normal NFL practice to me. And like, there's different situations. Like, all right, for example, like Micah Parsons, he's been trying to get out of Dallas. That's different. He's been trying to get out of Dallas the last couple of years since Dan Quinn left. He's been trying to get out of Dallas.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is comparative to organizations and players who don't
want to be there though. Like he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't.
Yes. I agree. You just said what I've been trying not to say.
Like, but Terry is different. Like Terry's just going the route.
Terry, and that's why I'm like, I know he want to be here.
No. He want to be here. Yeah,
he wants to be here.
No, he definitely wants to be here.
He wants to be here. This is not that. He wants to be here. So it's not. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah,
do that all the time. They do that. Niners do it all the time. You did come from San Fran. This is the thing.
But then they don't, and they still don't stay.
Niners. Ayuk stayed.
Well, that's because he hurt.
Well, Ayuk stayed. He got his contract. He got his contract before he was hurt.
Right, but that wasn't long.
His deal was long. He got a good deal. He got a good deal. He
got hurt shortly thereafter.
But his deal. But he signed his. He held out for the J. Got his deal. He said, "I want to get traded." Got his deal. Then he got hurt. Yeah, but he got his deal.
It was all within the same few months.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's normal practice. All I'm saying is practice is the practice. Like that is a Niners practice. I'm just saying he's right. That's a Niners practice.
Let's also be clear. He wanted to leave.
He definitely wanted to go to Jaden. Well, he tried to use Jaden as leverage. He wanted to use Jaden as leverage. Though. He used Jaden as leverage.
Oh, yeah, whatever he could use.
Yeah, he used leverage though. That was he knew he had an opportunity to play with Jaden, but he still would He was okay staying in San Fran. Like he was okay staying.
He could go.
Yeah, definitely, but he would.
That's my point.
Yeah, but it's different. Like
that's what I'm saying. The context has to be. You want to be here. Yeah. You want him here.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody think about this in a relationship or marriage. Do y'all still want to be married? All right. You do.
Yeah.
This is how this has got to work. Yeah. Seriously. Because clearly your number don't work for him. This number don't work. That number don't work. What number can you sleep well at night next to this person with? What's going to be happy? What's the commander standard? What's going to make you be happy here? Or else somebody's just going to be upset. And that's what you don't want in this culture that has done the work to try to shift it. Okay. And it's like, these are people who they do this right in environments they don't want to be in. So if you want to be here, somebody's got to concede.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it's age. I started to think about age.
It's too. Well, I'll keep my that
opinion. Yeah, look, keep it to yourself. Yeah, keep that. I'm looking out. Keep that to yourself.
That's all I'm saying. Somebody's got to concede.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Meet in the middle. And not going to trade them. And Lord, please, it's like, Lord, please don't let it get pushed to the fact of, hey, look, we weren't going to trade him. We don't want to trade him, but he kept saying to trade him because we couldn't get the number right. So now everybody, the phone lines are open because that happens. Things change, and it is consistent. They're not going to trade him. They don't want to trade him. They do not. This is real. This is very real. Where now people are like, what is he? What? Okay, let's figure this out again.
I mean,
it's bizarre. I will say that it is bizarre because it is very clear they don't want to trade him and they want him here. And he is very clear that he wants to be here, but it's difficult to make a request for a trade and not be willing to meet in the middle for a number.
Yeah, that's because they're far. Yeah, because they're so far. Like, I have a question for you. Like, so all right, from all this, obviously, you've been around.
I've been around
it. You've been in it. You've been immersed in it, right? You've seen like the way he moving. What's your gut instinct? Is it telling you? Do you feel like he's gonna get traded? Do you feel like? Do you think they'll trade him? Do you feel like they will trade him? Your gut, your like your read, your like your clues, like boom, like what do you feel?
My clues aren't good. I don't.
She said my clues aren't good.
I mean,
my clues aren't good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
trying to be.
Go ahead.
My aunt is on. That's my uncle.
Man, with everybody, that's what I'm talking about. Families out here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, my family is on.
I love the support, man. I love the support.
Yes, thank you so much.
And
he somebody's got to do something, and they got to do it fast. It's not. I'm not going to come up here and gas y'all.
Yeah, I got you.
Can't do it. I just can't.
I agree.
And I'm there, and I see I'm there, and
cool.
And I can't be like, well, this always happens. Yeah, in places that people don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, right? Yeah, I agree. And it's just not when the two sides want it to work. So, I hope it works. I hope it does. And I want to be wrong. These are the moments when I'm like, I'm wrong, but this don't feel right anymore. This doesn't feel right anymore.
I will say this, though. I will say this. Like, I remember we had this discussion.
He'll give him whatever he wants. I'm telling you. Yeah. It'll end up somewhere. Like, let me just... It.
Oh, you think so?
It may not come out as an annual fee.
I'm with you. Like, I'm with you. Yeah, I feel like that. There you go, Kane. There you go, Kane. So that's how I would do it.
Incentive, signing bonus, front load you up, and then maybe, through the year. I don't know, but these are smart people. So that's why I'm like, they are. That's why I'm like, this is.
I got a question. Someone has a question for you. I think I like it, but I don't see him being that type of person, but we'll see. Ellison, what's going on, dude? He said, if he becomes a problem in the locker room and with teammates and coaches, do you just send him home or do you actually move him?
This is what I'm talking about. That's an excellent question because that's one of the things that I've been thinking about. Well, that's why I'm like, the culture, what is the message here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, people who have requested trades in these areas and end up getting their money, there are also people who are like, look, I'm only staying if you pay me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, y'all want to be like, where else are you going? Where you going? Where you going? Right? Like, so I don't know. His teammates love him. They love him. They want him there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And so it's tough. This is a tough situation because it's like each play is like 10 toes down on I'm not moving. And that's probably more so of what is bizarre, of a little like, I don't understand this because this isn't a situation where they're like, I don't want to be here, or I don't need this, or I don't need that. But the numbers are far apart.
Oh my God.
And it's tough. It's tough because this also could have been dealt with later.
I thought
you had to have it right now, but I do understand the sense of urgency. I understand. It's tough. It's a sad situation. It's a sad situation for real, because these are two parties that want the other.
Yeah.
So somebody's gonna have to concede.
Yeah. I agree. It could be worse. You all could be dealing with. I agree with this.
To that point, right now, it looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Oh yeah, one gonna be way more louder.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like it's all the same. It's all a player who has shown their value, proven their value. This, that, and the third. Well, what's the issue? You know what I mean? What is the issue?
I'll say this.
Looking in, it's like, okay, well, you got a disgruntled. That's a disgruntled player. That's a disgruntled player. Nobody's going to understand the context of the why.
Yeah,
I think that might be worse. But on the outside looking in, you're not paying. They not paying Micah. The Commander's not paying Terry, and they all have requested a trade. That's
the point. Yeah, I get that.
It's that similarity.
Yeah, that's definitely Yeah, I agree. I just think that one has his own platform, and the other one so he can kind of go viral more than the other one.
Well,
He could be more annoying because he has his own podcast.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
getting a warm and fuzzy, but I hope it works out.
yeah, I'm with
Because
you.
I also don't want anybody to be like, well, okay, well, man, look, if you really don't want to be here, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna beg you to stay.
No, I think that to your point, I think you have the valid. Like that's the thing. Like the thing that the saving grace for, again, that's why again I'm gonna stay with this notion. Like it's the last resort to your point because when you're
It's
far apart,
it's
when you're far apart, like you said, like this is what happens, right? But I think the saving grace is to what you said earlier is that like he wants to be here, and he wants to be here,
absolutely,
and they want him here.
absolutely.
So like that's going to give you a little bit of leeway in terms of the process in terms of process. Now, if you like, obviously things will go left, it can go real left. You know what I mean? And that's where you got to kind of see, okay, what we got to do. But right now, at this moment, people are having discussions. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. And I think a good sign, in my opinion, is like he's still around the area. You know what I mean? Like he's still around.
Yeah, that's he's here. Like
he's
you
here. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Go. Yeah, exactly.
You live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for real, some players are just here during the season, but they live somewhere else.
He lives here.
This is here. This is home. And it's just like, I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I was.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because it was like, oh, Terry.
What's up, Gerald? What's going on?
Hi, Gerald. But it was like, oh, Terry, why we?
I do agree with that. This is my point. This is my point because I think the DK thing wasn't like it would have been cheaper. This is what my opinion was. If they did it earlier. So if he was made an offer in March or April, I think that he would have taken it. I think it's a petty situation now because he wanted this to be done sooner so he can be with the team. May not be at all about the money. I won't say that part, but this is the part I do agree with. Like the first part of it, I do think, in my opinion, if they signed him. They tried to give him an offer around that time before the DK thing hit. They could have got an offer that they
wanted. I don't
know. Because now he's gauging it off other people. If you had did it earlier, where you created the market for it,
right?
It could have been like I felt like it could have been taken care of.
And then it becomes like the other day when Cortland Sutton,
got
signed. Like that might have helped the Commanders organization leverage.
You think? Okay. All right.
Because of age, only because of age.
Oh, because of production. Because it's not production.
I'm not
agreeing. Yeah, it's not production.
It's because of age. Mm-hmm. But it's just
what's going on, my God.
Hey, man. But yeah, I just when I made the comment online about this is feeling like the old culture. It's so people
you're right.
Misunderstood.
You're right. You're right. Though.
You know what I mean? They completely misunderstood it. And I'm like, look, a culture is all of us, right? It is the organization, it is the players, it is the fan base, it is the media, it's us too, right? And when things like this happen, that's all we got to, like, I've completely derailed all the things I need to talk about with training camp, like actual
I know, right? It's wild.
And then it's like, hey, well, wait. They were gonna give you some money. They were gonna give you the money. They was like, I don't care. I want it today. And it's like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like it's out. And so it's that look and feel of it. And I hear, the fan base as well, right? The organization has to do business. They have to be objective. I hear, look at all that he's done. Look at his body of work. This, pay him. He's been loyal. They basing this off of what they learned about him in a year. But they also have to set the
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I can't, I just started working here. I can't judge you what you did the last 5 years. I wasn't here.
Yeah,
but last year, you were lit. And we need you here. And we love you. And we want you here. But it has to make sense for everybody. And it's unfortunate because this is, I remember, last year there were so many times. I think I may have told you this at training camp last year, Wole, when I would be looking at Terry and I'd be like, I've never seen Terry this happy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, you told me. So yes, I'm saying.
I would see him. He would be so happy in training camp, and it was like he was so happy. It was joy.
Yeah.
And then during the playoffs and towards the season, and he was like, I'm having the time of my life, and he was so happy. And so it's like, this is finally everything he's wanted. And now this is happening, and that's what's got me a little like, wait a minute, everybody, wait, is everybody talking? And so I don't know. I just feel like there's a better way to negotiate when you want to be somewhere, but that's me. That's
I think it's hard. It's hard because sometimes I'm gonna say this, like for somebody like Terry, because it's different, like, right? Because I always feel like people like Terry don't really get what they want in contract negotiations. And what I mean by that is usually, and it's unfair, but it's the truth though, in most organizations, like the loudest typically gets their contract done. The loudest. Like the dudes who speak the loudest typically get like.
It looks like that's the tactic he's using.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be real. Like when you're quiet, people tend to take you for granted.
You're the nice guy.
Yeah, let's be real. Like that's life. A lot of times,
nice guys and girls finish last. That's why as sweet and nice as I am, goons slip out every once in a while.
Yeah,
exactly. I got time for all y'all, for real.
But right? Like that's life though, right? But that's life though. That's a life tactic. So sometimes, and especially when I'm gonna be real with you. I know, I don't like stereotyping people, folks, but I'm gonna stereotype this one. Wide receivers, especially wide receivers. The quiet Jamar Chase, he was loud about his. He kept people kept asking him questions. He was like, I don't know, when be back. Like they got paid. Jamar wasn't quiet. Mm-hmm. He wasn't quiet at all. So sometimes you gotta kind of like for Terry, like because we all look at him a certain way. Like he don't do like he's the ultimate team dude. He ain't gonna do nothing like that. He don't do nothing like so now it's like what? Like what's happening? You know what I mean? So because he's been deemed the anti-diva wide receiver, like he hasn't been like the ones that we've seen in the past. Not to say he's not, but it's not as in your face. It's
not public knowledge.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember, like, to your point, you used to tell me like how happy he was in last year, right? I ain't gonna lie to you, I saw it in the regular season early where he wasn't getting touches like that, and he was still smiling and having a good time. I was like, dang, he ain't mad. Because I've seen him before when he don't get touches. He do make comments. He'll make comments. He ain't mad. That's always like he was like, nah, he's a young quarterback. He gonna find his way. I'm happy. I'm happy we're here. I'm happy where this organization
on his teammates.
Exactly. So to your point, that's why I look at it like I'm not in a panic mode. Like this is like even I remember like I was doing pods earlier about this. Like he didn't have his contract done, and I was like he'll probably hold out. Like I said that, like he'll probably hold out. Like because I was like my goal, my thing was like I was hoping that it would be signed by like slightly before training camp. Like that was my whole mindset. Like get signed slightly before training camp, whatever. It'll work out. Like that was my mindset. But I was like, he'll hold out because I was like, it's a business. This is what happens. Like the last year remaining your deal, you're gonna hold out. You're gonna miss like mini camp, whatever. But just get there by training camp. Like that's where I'm at. I'm surprised it lasted this long.
I'm here to tell you this is different, and I'm there. I would know, and I'm like,
exactly. You know more way more. Yeah, you know way more.
This is not good. That's what I said. I said, oh, this is not good. This is bad.
I'm a nice guy. To show the Grizzlies sometimes. Man. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to check folks, bro.
And when Adam Peters has been public about it, he has said they're going to do all they can to sign Terry. So it's like, what's wrong?
I like where he says like we want to lock him in long term. I like when he said that. Like I like that.
Oh, he's been saying that. He said that the only he wasn't. He's not.
Yeah, that's statement.
They not. Now, I don't know what this request trade. Yes, it's a part of business, right? I don't know if it's a part on how they handle business in this building. We're gonna find out. We're gonna
find out. Because the Patriots, even as tight ship as the Patriots were, certain folks got away with it. And they was more disciplined. They would ship you if they didn't like you. You were done, they would ship you whatever. So depending on who you it depends. Like we'll learn about what, like you mean Adam Peters and Josh Harris and how they roll with it. We'll learn. Like to your point, but again, I wouldn't know. You would know better than I. Like that's why I love having you on, because you pretty much break down your experience.
Hey,
like,
I hope it all works out. I hope it all works out. For real, I do. I feel strongly that he is one of the people that last year doesn't happen without him.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
Yeah.
I feel strongly that based on where I absolutely know they want to where they want to go and what they want to do this year, I don't believe they can get that done without
him. I agree with
all right.
you.
So I want to be very clear. I'm not advocating for either side, right? Because I got to stay objective. And I'm just pointing out that is an opinion what I just shared, right?
Yeah.
And it's even my opinion that something has to happen here to meet in the middle. Something, because you far apart, something's got to happen, or else this is not going to go well. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Somebody got to be okay sleeping at night with whatever that number is. And
thanks, man.
And so it's just it feels some type of way that is Terry.
Yeah,
I think that's the other thing too, because yes, Terry's a nice guy, but Terry, hey. Yeah. You cannot be a football player for a long time and not have some goon tactics about you. Okay.
Oh, I agree.
Real about all of that, and he's a part of this. He is a commander, and I hope this works out. You know.
Yeah. I want to make sure. Hey, thanks, Martin. He says the Super Bowl window is next year without Terry. This Super Bowl is open this year with Terry. Besides, you don't sign.
You need Terry this year. Now, if you want to do something else next year or going forward, that's your business.
Yeah.
Right. But like we in the now, and that's how they get down. Right. That's one of the things that Dan Quinn, they deal with the now. Okay, we deal with the now. You better figure something out.
That's where I'm at too. Like and I agree with you, Martin. Real talk. They showed you what they're about. That it's supposed to be now, because you wouldn't sign Von Miller if it wasn't for.
You had to. You have to. I mean, and that was always. That's why it's like now. It's like I wish it wouldn't have gotten public.
Yeah. Because
it was never we got to figure out if we're going to sign Terry or what we're going to do with Terry. No, they were always going to sign him. But now it's public. Now everybody's tracking it. And now it's like, well, what's the number? What's the number? Because you really can't say anything without the number.
What's going on? What's going on, Hawks? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Says, listen, man, I don't know. I don't think he's going to get traded. This is a negotiation tactic. Yeah, totally agree with you, bro. He's putting all his eggs in a basket to try to get the deal done before he settles for 28 to 31 mil. I think, I agree with you, Cole. I actually agree with you. I totally agree with you. I do agree with this too. I think eventually. Absolutely. I don't know when. I think Absolutely. He will. I agree too.
Yes.
he been fishing, bro. He been fishing. Oh man, thanks for super chat. Appreciate it, Candy. This is for you. Kenny, I appreciate you staying neutral with this unlike late.
That's Big Brother. That's Big Brother.
Oh, he was. All right, you know what? I love Lake. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Lake look. I had Lake on before. He be look. I love Lake. Everybody, that's my guy. Like that's my guy. Lake was going on Terry last year before Terry exploded. So we stay talking about that.
It's hard. It is. Yeah. I mean, and it's hard for us as media. Well, at least for me, I'll be honest. Because Lake knows I have. We all have relationships over there, Lake included. We have relationships. We care about our relationships. We want to build trust. We want to keep that trust. But we've got to do it. We got to do our jobs as well.
Of course.
And I do wish that it was handled differently, and I do wish it wasn't public. I don't mind saying that out loud. I do wish it wasn't public.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has to be public when you're trying to do these things. That's
I know.
That's the nasty business of it. It got to be, because truth be told, the leaks, like just like when people are, for instance, somebody leaked that he wants more than DK.
Because at that point, you had, now that becomes the game.
Yeah, it's the game. That's what I'm saying. The game is the game.
He did something with the media.
Yeah.
Now it's out. if there was no media scrum at Eastern Motors where your job is your credit.
Oh, that one, yeah, definitely.
Nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
You do that, doesn't show up to camp, show up, put you on the pup.
But yeah.
ESPN there for Back Together Weekend.
Yeah.
He says, my beef not with y'all. I love y'all to the fans. Okay, well, then that means there's beef
with the organization. But I will say this, though, like it go back to what we were talking about earlier, Candy. Sometimes, again, when you're the nice person and you be quiet, like you're quiet and nothing's happening to whatever he thinks nothing is happening, then it's like, okay, maybe I gotta take it.
Yeah, I think that's
the issue.
I have a communications background, this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for me, it's like it just feels like it could have been handled better.
I agree. I think, but see, I to your point, I think it could have been handled better by all parties.
Yeah. Oh,
all parties.
So it's just yes.
All parties. I totally agree. I agree with that.
You got to adjust your approach.
Yes.
Based on who you're dealing with information is.
I agree with that. All that's.
If everybody is like, well, this is just how I am, or this is just how I am, and everybody just will stay here, but you all know you want to be here, so like, let's figure out how to make this work. So, hopefully something gets done by the morning, because if not, then that's what Dan Quinn is going to be talking about tomorrow morning. And that's what he's going to be talking about every day until something happens.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right,
time to close this. Has football questions, everybody. So
yeah, she asks football questions. She's a football person. She takes real football questions. You know what I'm saying? She asks real legit football questions. It's the truth, though. You do. Everybody wants to look, man. You know what? I had to stop myself. I'm gonna stop myself because I'll say something about other people I shouldn't be saying. So before we end this show off, Candy, let folks know how they can reach you on social media, and also how they can catch Bowie TV's great content.
Thank you so much for having me, as always.
No problem.
I told my mom, if Mama Wallace still on, I said I don't want to talk about Terry, but for one thing, not because I don't. It's just a lot.
I know it's a lot, man. It really is. I'm over it too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm over it too. So I'm not going to lie to you.
Lord, I hope they work it out for real. At Seawall SE on X, everybody, and you can come to my name. I don't even know my name anymore. Candy Waller on Facebook. It's just, oh my God! Last year was a dream, because I was like, no more drama, but whatever. And that's what's up to HBCUs. That's
yeah, I know. I love it.
I love it. Thank you so much.
I love it.
Bowie TV on YouTube. Please subscribe. Bowie TV on Facebook. Bowie TV Sports on X and Instagram. And y'all can find me anywhere. So at Seawall SC or Candy Waller on Facebook. Definitely follow me. I'm always posting stuff. If you don't see me posting during practice, I try to tell people this because I know some of my colleagues post the whole time. I'm watching.
You're watching.
I'm really intentional about my time. And so look, Mama Wallace said you did. I sure did.
She did.
I said I just don't want, because she even asked me, but what's going on with Terry McLaurin? He don't want to be a commander no more. I was like, well, he does, but so yeah.
It's gonna get better.
But yes, you all follow me. This has been tough to watch. It's been tough to watch because Zach Ertz actually made a joke one time. I don't know. I can't remember what week it was. It wasn't like a joke. I don't know what was going on. We were getting ready to do media scrums, and it was Terry's time to do media scrum. And of course, whoever everybody was interviewing left that interview to go interview Terry. And I was just like, dang. And Zach was like, he's Mr. Washington Commander, and he's everybody knows. And so hopefully this works out, everybody.
Hopefully it does. I just think, hey, Mike, I think this is dope, man. Yeah, he's the new Tennessee State coach too. That's what's up. Local
I see this comment about the Eagles, man. That's another thing. Even for the Cowboys in the command, I'm like, look, I made a joke on my Facebook because clearly I got Twitter jump yesterday. I ain't got time for all of that. Okay. I got Twitter jump. But hey, it's not real unless you get Twitter jump. So I feel.
Look, it ain't no. I want to say congratulations because I saw something else. Something it's totally dope. Totally dope.
Okay,
it ain't real. Say. You ain't know you arrived. You got a fake account.
Yeah.
That's when you arrived.
Oh yeah. We mirrored the account. And I was like, hold up a second. Somebody mirrored our IG. So so it all in 1 week. We had a fake Bowie TV account created, and thanks to everybody who reported the page. That was crazy how that went down.
That means you arrived. You arrived.
So between that and I got Twitter jumped. So
you there.
I got jumped in twice in 1 week. So
that means you there now. You here. You here now. You can't you're on a different level now. Like this is what it is.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is what happens when you start just talking on Twitter and then you just get beat up. Okay. Like people had to jump in. They had to help me out. I was like, thank you. You. I was getting beat up. All right.
Nah, man, it's people crazy.
Over a miscommunication. So hopefully
they just wild. People just weird. That's all. I don't even like to say communications. People just weird.
Yeah, I got jumped in on Twitter, and then it was a fake account. Yep, you're right. So all of that happened.
I saw it. I synced it. I was like, yo, that means you there. That means people copy. Oh man, when they trying to fake you, man. Yeah. Look, as a Nigerian that knows about people trying to fake stuff, that's amazing.
It was like the dude was like, I'm a gamer. I don't care who you are. We are Bowie TV. You can't use that. If that's the case, then you need to be Bowie You need to be not Bowie TV.
He's out. His excuse, he's a gamer.
Yeah, he was like, it's a gamer, a Twitch channel. Doesn't matter, boo. Doesn't matter. You out here playing games because you see what we doing and you're gonna try to use our name to attraction to your page. We're gonna shut all of this down.
Facts.
I was like, hey, again, this goes back to the nice person, but I'm gonna be a goon for mine. And I'm like, oh no, shut this down.
Yeah, you gotta be a goon for your brand. That's a fact. You gotta be a goon for your brand. That's a fact.
No, indeed. So hold on, be strong, Commanders fans. Now we wake up and he's not a commander, we be in trouble. But
I think we're gonna be fine, man. I really do. I think that the message is like they want to make this year a special year. They got some guys in the building that they plan on helping them to make it a special year. And like to your point, you need 17 in the building to make that thing happen in the 2025-2026 season. So I totally agree with you. Anyway, man, this has been a dope show. Candy she's amazing. She's always amazing. This is not a lie. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? He must not know who can't. Yep. They don't know. Tina, they don't know. Tina, they don't know. All right. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Saying for ages. Yiddy deuces. We are out. Peace.